Good afternoon, my stamping friends. This is Leslie with LuvINK&Paper. I'm glad to be here with you. So where I am right now, the skies just opened up. So it's a good day for me to be inside crafting. Anyway, not sure what the weather is where you are, but I'm hoping you're having good crafting weather too. Anyway, welcome. So last week when my paper pumpkin kit, Life is Sweet, arrived, I did an unboxing and shared with you the 3 cards as Stampin' Up designed them. Okay, so we made this one and, this one and this one. Okay. So we have these beautiful glittery greetings, hello, congrats, miss you, and then some things to stamp and add to that. Okay, lots of great die cut pieces and things. And so then I went and poked around on the Paper Pumpkin Demonstrator page. And there's some demonstrators out there doing some great things, and so I was able to take a few of their ideas and tweak them a little bit. So anyway, we'll get to those in just a second. And so I wanted to just remind you that this July Painted Petals kit, you have almost, well, a little over 2 weeks. To make sure you have subscribed to that one. It's going to make 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. The sneak peek we got shows some really beautiful die cut images, and it's coming in this beautiful collector's edition box. So anyway, that's great. I did already get those are for June. Did I bring them over here? Hang on 1 second, because I brought the dies we're using, but I didn't bring the add-on for the next 3. So the add-on for the next 3, every celebration die add-on, is this, and I just put a little piece of magnetic stuff inside. So you have the flower that will coordinate with the July kit, the word hooray that can coordinate with the Time for Cake kit in August, and then the beautiful leaf die that will coordinate with September's kit. Now, of course, you can mix and match those any way you like, and you'll see today that I've used many more than just the thanks. I've used the label. Well, I don't know that I used the label, but I cut the label just in case I wanted to use it. And I cut a couple of butterflies out of some of the envelope pieces, just so that I would have them. So anyway, those die add-ons, if you have a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, or you have some other die cut system that you can use, they work really great. All right, so let's get to the projects that I did today. Let's do this one first, since it's on top of everything. So let's pull in these pieces. So I did add some things, and this is a sneak peek. Actually, I'm going to tease you a little bit more. So my friend Janice was here over the weekend, and Stampin' Up does this Creativity Now. It's a online event for demonstrators, and we can pre-order. They design a whole bunch of projects around a suite that's coming usually in our fall, September to December catalog, and we can pre-order that in time to have it for the event, which was Saturday. And so let me show you. So this was one of the cards that we made. And this is one of the cards that we made. And this card, I can't wait to show you how we did that background. It is so much fun. And this card. Okay, so those are things that are in that suite called Winterly Woods. Okay, it will be in the September to December catalog, like I said, and you will be able to get it in September, unless of course you decide to join my team and join Stampin' Up in August, and then you'll be able to add it to your kit actually. So that's kind of cool. So that there's a set of dies in that suite, and also designer series paper, and you can cut some of the images out of 2 of the sheets of designer series paper. And so I did that. This I created, so I didn't want to use up all of my beautiful die cuts, but I wanted that image, so I flipped it over. Whoops, I think I went this way. Yes, I did. I put it on there and then used the Shy Shamrock. So that's another. So I've used a lot of the in color things. So the kit came with a Shy Shamrock ink spot. So I just got out my big one. And also when you very first subscribe, you get a smaller block. I tend to use my more ergonomic acrylic blocks that you can get in my online store. Anyway, I put it down white side up and sponged so that I would get those leaves. I wanted the bird to be in the tree or look like it was in the tree, but I didn't want to use up all of my die cuts. And you'll see I did one other, I used the negative piece from that die cut for another card. So what I have here is a piece of, I have to look. I think this is Summer Splash. I'm pretty sure it is. Summer Splash. I have to tell you that apart, I have trouble telling Shy Shamrock and Summer Splash apart if they're not right next to each other. But right next to each other, they look completely different. But side by side, but just in my drawer or something, I sometimes have a little trouble. But if I do this and use this Shy Shamrock, I know that's Summer Splash. All right, so Summer Splash cardstock. And then I just did a white layer, 4 by 5 1/4, just to give it this a little pop. Okay, so we'll just put this layer on. Now, I had a little trouble with one of my videos kicking me off, so I'm gonna, and I don't know if it was weather related last week or what happened, but let me just pop up here and make sure that we're still all good. Yep, looks like we're still live and I haven't gotten kicked off and life is good. So that's excellent. I will periodically check that. All right, so we put that there. So I just used my little blending brush and went over that with the Shy Shamrock. And then we'll put this layer like this. And then because Summer Splash is just dark enough that it might be difficult to write on the inside, I'm going to put a white liner, and I'm going to take these 2 pieces that I used to trim this down, and I'm just going to put them over here. All right, so let me, oh, I kind of buried my silicone craft sheet. Oh, let's see if I can slide it out from under there. Maybe. I think I got it coming. Okay. There we go. All right. Okay. There. And I'll use the So this is my multi-purpose liquid glue in a very fine precision tip bottle. And then I just kind of scrape it along here. I don't want much because I don't want it to squeeze out and get up everywhere. Trying to move that out of the way. All right, there we go. So we'll put this one like that over there. And then let me just trim those off. I'm going to use my not good scissors. I know normally you see me use my snips, my paper snips, but I didn't want to those are an older pair of scissors I got with something else. And so anyway, I didn't want to use my good snips and get them all sticky. All right, so let's do this one. Whoops, I must have just a tiny bit of glue on my finger. Okay. All right, there we go. There. This will just finish the inside of that card off really nicely. Okay. There. Okay. There. All right, so now I can set that aside and we can add our bird. Trying to decide if we want the bird flat or popped up. I think we'll give it some dimension. Well, maybe we will. I must have taken my dimensionals somewhere. Well, there's some in the kit, maybe. Maybe I left those in the box. Let's see. Oh, the minis are there. That's all right. I can use the edge. I can use the edge for that. There. That should be enough. Like this. So I'll put a piece up there. We'll put a piece over here, and then we'll put one mini on the berries. And I think I hit it pretty well. Maybe we need to move it just a smidge. There we go. Okay, I think that's better. So put those. There we go. I'll make sure that the bird looks like it's in the tree. There we go. Okay. And I wonder if it should be a flowery tree. Well, let's get the words on first, and then we'll see. It might still need something. Okay. So let's stamp in our Shy Shamrock right up here. Like this. There. Okay. And then we can grab one of the labels that came in the kit. These. And where did I put that stamp set? You? Yes. So thanks. You are truly amazing. Or thanks, life. Let's do this. Let's not. Hang on. I have a thought. I'm not sure I wanted. I may put something more on the front, but I think what I want is life is so much sweeter with friends like you, and I can put that right on the inside, like that. So this, ooh, let's shut this for the moment, because you guys know, I'm putting the card in it by mistake. If I, right? Could you just see me opening the card and laying it right in the ink? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's happened plenty of times. So, we'll just add this, like that. There. Oh, I like that inside very much. All right, so now what I can do, I guess, if I wanted to, if I think it still needs something, I could do the "You're Truly Amazing." And put that on, because I just had those labels out here. And we'll open this back up. Okay. There we go. And we'll put some mini dimensionals on the back of that. Like that. Thanks, you're truly amazing. All right, and then we have our gems. So we could pop a couple of gems on there. Let's use a couple of the small ones. And we'll put one, actually let's put it up here. And then we'll put a little one and a bigger one. Like that. Okay. So I'd say that one is done. Okay, so there's card number 1. All right, so card number 2. It's another thank you. And I did decide to use this piece. So there's that. thing. Oh, and I did go get it. Okay. So I have a couple of other things. So I have the thanks. So this is what happens when you stamp the thanks, okay, and then use the dies to cut it out. Now it wasn't perfect, and that's okay with me that I have a little bit. If it was really bothering me, I could take the Stampin' Blends and touch up where it's not perfect, but that's not me, okay? All right, so I am going to first fold our card. And give it a good crease with my bone folder. Then we're going to add, where I got the other one was I card bases. Let me just pull them out here. So I took the card bases and cut them so that they were 4 inches. So I had a little strip in between, and made them a layer. So 4 by 5 1/4. This one I'm okay using as is, and I may make those cards just the way they show in the kit, because I'm okay having the white on the back. These I didn't think needed to be printed for the back. Okay, so I decided to cut them down and use the thick white cardstock as my base. So we've talked a little bit before, if you've watched any of my other alternate video paper pumpkin videos, you'll know that one of the things that I suggest as an addition to your paper pumpkin kit is a package of the thick white cardstock. It makes great card bases, and that way when you get ones like this, you can cut them apart and make extra cards and use this more like designer series paper. Okay. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna grab my adhesive and we're gonna put this on like this, and I just try to center it as best I can, like that. Then I'm going to take this. Now in the kit, it's designed to go this way. I'm going to choose to use the white side. Now I could have chosen to add tiny bits of color so that it was softer if I wanted to with my blending brush, but because I'm using the peach pie, I'm choosing to leave it white. All right, so then I need my my silicone mat. This is another great add-on. So there aren't many things. So if you're going to do the paper pumpkin kits just the way they're designed by Stampin' Up, really all you need is a really good pair of scissors, okay? If you're gonna play around with some alternates, there are a couple of things that are really handy to have. A silicone mat, a package of the white cardstock, a bone folder, and this fabulous tool. This is the Take Your Pick tool, and I love it. It's great for everything. It's great for picking gems up. It's great for lifting up the glue dots, which I'm about to dig out of this box here. They landed way on the bottom. So we're going to grab some of those. And I can just use the pointy tip and just pick one up and put them a few around. Okay. Kind of find the places I can hide them the best. And I think I'll do one up in this corner. Now, other things are going to be helping hold this down, so I'm not terribly concerned that I only have 4 glue dots holding that down. Let me just flick off, whoops. And the downpour has stopped, and it's beautiful bright blue sky outside now. So, as I look out the studio window. So, you know, a little like Florida, and I'm not in Florida. My mom and dad are in Florida, but I am not. But you know how they say in Florida, you know, they get that 4 o'clock thunderstorm every day? Yeah. All right, what did I do? There it is. It's hiding. Okay, so let's put this on here. And again, I'm going to do my best to center it like that. And I'm going to use a little bit of, I could use the glue dots, but, and if you have other kits from months past, you probably have some extra glue dots kicking around, or you can buy glue dots that come on a roll in my online store. So whatever adhesive works best for you. And I'm going to grab my tweezers and pick that up. And I think it's going to go right about here, like that. And then I'm going to put this, so this was cut out of the envelope paper. So the kits often come with beautiful envelopes. So this particular kit had envelopes in, let's see, what were the 3 colors? Oh, just knocked my other light over. That was not a good idea. There we go. All right, so they came in, that might be Shy Shamrock. Pretty in pink. And peach pie. And then what I do generally when the envelopes are beautiful like this, sometimes I leave them like this, especially if I'm going to send any of the ones done as the kit is designed. But sometimes I take just the tiniest smidgen off the side so that it will open up. And then I have 1, 2, 3 pieces of paper to use for something else. Which is what I did for these envelopes, and you can see where I used that and just cut all the things out of that. So let's add this. Oh, actually, before I do that, hang on 1 second. We're going to grab the one other tool that I think that if you don't have one, you probably should. And that's a Wink-A-Stella. So I like to just, this is truly the only way I like to use glitter, honestly. I am not a glitter fan. For those of you that love glitter, great, have at it, you just have fun. For me, I just don't want to be wearing it later in the day. I don't want it all over the place. I just... This is my favorite way to add shimmer and shine to a project, and that because it's so nice and neat. Okay, so now we're gonna just pry those wings up just a little bit. So the way this die works, and we used it in the April kit, is it's 2 parts. So you can have just the outside part of the butterfly, or you can use the inside and get the detail. So you can cut them at the same time. but then this part doesn't cut. So it doesn't cut the wings, the detail out, right? Now you could, if you wanted to. I'm not sure why you would want to, just this part, but you could cut just a little bit in between there and get yourself a detailed butterfly with a little bit of a body in between. I'm fine with this. All right, so we're going to add this. Did I bring my other glue dots back over? Nope. So we're going to just use these. And I'm just going to put a glue dot right there in the center. And add this butterfly right there, like that. Then let's grab another one of these. And since I still have You're Truly Amazing, I will grab that, make sure I cleaned it, because I can't remember if I did or not. If you do things out of order, does that ever happen to you? Like, if you just don't remember? So I brought in my Peach Pie stamp pad. I brought almost all of the in colors except Petunia Pop. I did not bring in Petunia Pop this time. But let's get this. There we go. Now, if I clean it, see if I use it and clean it, then I don't forget. There, okay. And then we'll use a couple of dimensionals to pop that up. Like that. And I'll use some of those little flowers. Now the little flowers I had cut for a card class, I did. And they came from the, hang on one sec, I gotta look. Flowers of Beauty dies, okay. And so, and again, they were, you know, for a class I was doing, but let's pop a couple on here, okay. You know what, I'm gonna just dash over here and get my other glue dots. It's just a little bit easier. All right, let's use a couple of these. So see, I can just put that right on there. And we'll put one here, and I have some bigger ones in there, like that. And then we'll do another little one. Down here. And we'll take your pick tool and we'll grab some of these gems and use them as centers and flowers. Like that. There. Okay. So I had just cut lots of little flowers out of the in color cardstock. And for this kit, a package of the in color assorted cardstock would be a great add-on. You could do lots of fun things with that. Okay. All right, so there is card number 2. All right, so then I got thinking when I saw the cherry die cuts. Let's see if I can find those really quickly. They're hiding in here. So when I saw these fun cherry die cuts, it made me remember way back when in December of 2021, we had this Loads of Pun paper pumpkin kit. And in it was a cherry stamp, okay? And so let me see if I have a little scrap. Here. I can do it over here. So I was playing around with some things, and I wasn't happy with the Pretty in Pink marker. But anyway, what I did was I grabbed that cherry stamp and my Pretty in Pink pad, and I very carefully just inked up the cherries. Then I took my Shy Shamrock marker and just went on the stems and the leaf. And I stamped that and got the cute little cherry. Now, I did that a lot of times, and what I ended up getting, here, let's put this here, was this. I may still use one of these. I haven't quite decided, because I'm certainly not going to take the time to fussy cut that, although I may put it on the inside. We'll see. All right, so one of the greetings in that stamp set is "You are cherry sweet" instead of "very sweet." Pun, yeah, right? So what I decided to do was to snip apart. I'll get to that in a second. Okay, gonna trim those. Okay. So I used an envelope flap, and there is, if you look super careful, there is a line where it had the score for the envelope flap. And there's also the glue on the back of the flap. That's okay with me, okay? All of that is okay. I'm going to fix some of that. Okay, so we're gonna have our base. Give that a good crease. There we go. Then we're gonna add the peach pie. Nope, we're not. Hang on, we're gonna set the base aside for a second because I wanna use some of our twine from the kit. And I'm gonna try and disguise that, that score line. So let's add some adhesive. Okay, now you could even, I guess, lick the adhesive and use that, but I decided that might be a little funky to do on camera. All right, so let's put this. So we're gonna go right up along the top edge and center that. So I just trimmed a little bit. You can see where it, you know, I trimmed a little bit. That's okay. So got all my little cherries. Okay. And I'm gonna take the twine and if you just pull with your fingers, you can straighten, or even use your thumbnail. You can get it pretty straight. All right, so I'm gonna leave a bit of a tail, and I'm just going to wrap this around and bring it back over here. And tie a bow. Like that. And then snip that end off like that. Okay. So there's that, and I can just kind of inch that up and bring that around so that you can't notice that as much. Now, it may mean that I need to, no, I can do it. The Miss U can go on there. All right, so let's use, just going to use the adhesive. I could use the mini glue dots, but I'm just going to use a little of the adhesive. I'll lay that down, pick this up, and bring it over here, like that. And then we're going to do this one. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do this. Before I close this up. There. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and add one of our cherries. And go this, I think we're going to pop that up. More. Whoops. Brought over two. There you go. All right, so we're going to pop this up. And go. Put this, I think we'll even put it under the bow. So the bow goes here, like that. And then I'm going to trim apart these words. You, and I might even trim it down a little smaller. You are cherry sweet. Okay. So I can just do you are cherry, and I'll put a dimensional on one side. Sweet. Okay. All right, so let's add some glue dots to these. You are Carry. Sweet. Okay, then we're going to add this with mini dimensionals. Now I could have stamped this "Wish You Were Here" right in the inside, but I think I'm going to put it right there. Okay, and then we'll just add this right onto the card base. And I think I'm going to, just because there's twine and stuff, I'm going to go ahead and put that. I'm just going to use liquid glue. Ooh, Leslie, it would be good if you checked which direction it was going, because upside down would have been kind of bad. Okay. I did have a friend that used to come to class. She doesn't come as often anymore, but she would often make one card. She would get busy visiting with everybody, and at least one of her cards would come out upside down or opening, you know, the wrong way. It was fine. We usually could fix it. So there you go. That is 3. All right, so last one. So here's the one. I've got some Shy Shamrock cardstock. I used one of the envelopes, did a little tone on tone. So this is the one where I used the negative. Okay, so I didn't want to use up all of these, right? There we go. I didn't want to use up all of these. So I used the back and made on that other card. This one I used the how did I do that? Oh, because I went this way. That's why it wasn't lining up. Okay, so I used the back like this and just used, just went more around the edge. There's not a lot of ink in the middle because I didn't need it. Okay, so I'm going to use that and put it right here on this white piece, basic white. Now you don't really need to use thick white for a layer like this, but if that's all you got, then just use that. It's fine. Or use the inside of an envelope, okay? Because that's all white. You could use the inside piece of an envelope if you wanted. So we'll put that on there. And I decided to just die cut the word thanks. Okay, so pretty much, except for my miss you, and these are mostly thank you cards. Okay, so we'll do that. Oh, nope, I wasn't. Was I gonna use it in white or pink? I think we'll use it in white and just do the thanks and do the butterfly like that. Okay, but like before, we're going to give this little butterfly a little bit of shimmer and shine. Not with that. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. Okay. just add that down here. We might add a few of those little flowers as well. Okay. And I think we're going to pop this up on some mini dimensionals, so we're going to have to find the thickest spots. So I think one right, you know what? Maybe what I need to do is trim them. Sometimes even the mini ones are still a little big. So let's put this one here and this one here. Okay, off and trim it. Put one on the end here and one on the end here. There we go. That should be pretty good. There. Okay. Like that. Then we'll grab a couple of these little flowers and let's add some petunia pop to this one. Okay, let's add a petunia pop flower, a pretty and pink flower, like that, and then a little I think we'll add another petunia flower. Down. Oh, I think we're going to add it right there. And where's my Take Your Pick tool? That works so much better. Before we had the Take Your Pick tool, we used the tips of our scissors. This works so much better. There. All right. So again, I could add one of the other greetings, but I think I'm going to choose not to this time. And we're just going to give that a good crease. And we'll take a look at all those cards we did today. All right, so let's move some things out of the way so that they're less distracting. Okay, throw a few things back in the box. Okay. Alrighty. And put some of my tools away, all that good stuff. All right, so we have this one that we made. Okay, we have You Are Cherry Sweet and Wish You Were Here. Okay, we have Thanks, You're Truly Amazing. And we have another Thanks, You're Truly Amazing. Now I could have used some more of those sparkly greetings and done a congrats or what are the other ones? Congrats. Oh, and hello. And I just decided that I really wanted to highlight that stamp and that die cut. So a lot of thank yous this time, but I require a lot of thank yous when I send thank yous for orders and different things like that. So this was good. So there we go. I hope that was fun for you. I'm glad you were able to join me either here live or here on Facebook on the replay, or on the replay on YouTube. So let me know where you're watching from, and I look forward to seeing you again next month. All right, take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.